Let's say you want to import a drug product into Canada. The approval process with Health Canada is pretty complicated and can take up to 12 months. You'll also need annual revenues of at least $75,000 to justify the costs. Developing a successful product is tough enough on its own. Let us help you obtain approval for importing your products into Canada. With over 20 years of experience, Q&C Services is the largest full-service consultancy and importer for Health Canada regulated products. Not to brag, we just know our stuff. Our quality control officers specialize in meeting Health Canada's requirements and importing drugs into Canada. We can either help you obtain your licenses or import drugs under our licenses. Let's take a look at the steps for importing drugs into Canada. Step 1. Classify your product. First, you have to determine which classification your product falls under with Health Canada. The definitions can be very technical and may vary from other countries. That's where we come in. Our product classification service will evaluate your product so that you can register correctly. Step 2. Register your product with Health Canada. Each product needs to have its own license number. And depending on the type of product, there are different submission processes. With our wide knowledge of regulatory areas, we can think outside the box and utilize our strong Health Canada relationships to ensure your submissions are successful. Step 3. Apply for Health Canada importing licenses. This step includes submitting compliance information for your facilities, both Canadian and foreign. Foreign companies must be registered and submit compliance information to meet Canadian Good Manufacturing Practices, GMPs. If they do not have suitable GMP evidence, for example, an FDA or MRA recognized audit, we'll travel on-site to evaluate them and write up the compliance information in an audit report. Step 4. Set up a Good Manufacturing Practices, GMP, quality system. Our quality control officers will ensure that you set up the right quality systems and processes to meet all the Health Canada requirements, all 150 pages of them, which our quality control officers are intimately familiar with. Step 5. Set up a good pharmacovigilance system. We'll also set up an adverse reaction and reporting system so that any problems are reported properly to Health Canada. Step 6. Host Health Canada audit. Once we've set up the GMP quality systems, Health Canada will audit us to ensure that you'll meet all the requirements. We'll also continue to host future Health Canada audits, which usually happen every 3 years. After Health Canada performs the audit, they'll produce a report and issue your license. Remember that this entire process can take up to 12 months, so you'll have to plan a year in advance. So now you've obtained your license. Can you sell your products the next day in stores? Not just yet. 100% of the lots shipped to Canada must stay in quarantine in your warehouse and be reviewed and tested against the Health Canada GMP requirements. Once complete, the Quality Control Officer releases the product, and it can finally be distributed and sold. As well as the regular day-to-day work, we schedule and conduct your annual maintenance and training to make sure that all the systems are up to date. One important thing, if you change, add, remove, or modify the facility or the product, depending on the nature of the change, you may trigger a new audit from Health Canada. In summary, Q&C Services will guide you every step of the way to help you successfully import your product into Canada. Our quality control officers will work with you to plan and implement your quality systems in a timely, cost-effective manner. We take pride in offering you excellent customer service and strong project management skills. Contact Q&C Services and see how our expert team can help you.